Hi students, we will see another example of eliminating left recursion from the given grammar with the help of the algorithm. So first what you are supposed to do is arrange the non-terminals there in the grammar in some order. So here we are going to arrange the non-terminals in the same order how it is defined. So first we are going to give the definition of A1, the first non-terminal as yes, and the second non-terminal we are going to number it as non-terminal number 2 as A. Now we will go through the algorithm. The first iteration I equal to 1 to n. N is the total number of non-terminals. Total number of non-terminals is 2. So first iteration I is equal to 1. Then j should move from 1 to I minus 1. So 1 to I minus 1 means 0. So there is nothing called 0. So it won't go through the algorithm. It will come out from the inner loop. What you have to do there is eliminate the immediate left recursion among AI production. So AI is nothing but I is 1, A1. A1 is S production. That means the first grammar symbol. So first grammar symbol, check whether any immediate left recursion is there. There is no immediate left recursion, so no need to do anything for the grammar. Now again you will go back. I will be the second iteration. I will be incremented to 2 and inner loop j will be starting from 1 to I minus 1. I minus 1 is 2 minus 1, that is 1. So j is equal to 1. So it will come inside the inner loop. So inner loop what you are supposed to do is replace each of the production of the form ai derives aj gamma. So now we have to check whether any of the productions you have in this form. So ai here means a2, j here is 1, that is a1. So check whether any of the grammar production is a2 means that is a1 means yes. So any of your grammar production has a derives yes. When you go through the grammar set of the production, you see one of the grammar is of the form, one of the production is of the form a derives st. So you have a grammar of this form. So what you are supposed to do? Replace each of the grammar in that form. What you are supposed to do? Take the aj's production, delta 1, delta 2, etc. up to delta n. Replace aj with that. So now we have to see whether S has its own production. Yes, S has productions A or B. So A derives S D. This S will be replaced by its own production. So what you will get in a new grammar? A derives S. First I am going to replace with the definition AA. So AA followed by D. Second, S has one more definition B. So BD. These are the two grammars you have replaced the grammar definitions with S. And you can see here that A has another two grammar production also. So that also will be there as a part of the definition of A. So A derives AAD or BD or AC or epsilon. That is what you have to do in the inner loop. Then you will come out from the inner loop, eliminate the immediate left recursion. So whether you have immediate left recursion? Yes. A derives AAD and AC. So here this is alpha 1 and this is alpha 2. Two other grammar productions are there which is not starting with A. So this is beta 1 and this is beta 2. So how we are going to eliminate the left recursion from here? We are going to eliminate A derives beta, that is beta 1 is BD followed by A dash and other one is epsilon. Epsilon means empty set. So it is A dash. What is the definition of A dash? A dash should be alpha. What is the first alpha? A, D followed by A dash, or the second alpha is small c followed by A dash or epsilon. So your new grammar set contains yes, there is no change. S derives A or B. Second, A you have replaced like A derives BD A dash or A dash. Third grammar production is A dash derives AD A dash or C A dash or epsilon. So this is what you have got. This three grammar production you have got after eliminating the left recursion. So why you have to do all these things is you have to make the grammar suitable for your top-down parser. So top-down parser has some restrictions towards the grammar. To meet those restrictions, we are going to eliminate the left recursion, and there is one more thing you are supposed to do, that is you have to left factor the grammar if leftmost common factors are there. So left factoring, how to do is, if you have a grammar production, A derives alpha beta 1 or alpha beta 2, where alpha is the common factor in both the definition, then you have to do left factoring in this way. Replace this grammar like A derives common factor you are taking, that is alpha, followed by a new non-terminal A dash, where A dash derives beta 1 or beta 2. So now you have a grammar production here. S derives IETS or IETS, ES or A. E derives B. Now you will see here whether leftmost common factors are there. Yes. I is same, therefore this both definition. E is also same, T is also same, S is also same. So common factors, leftmost common factors is this much. So we will take out that part. S derives, common factor is what? I, E, T, S, followed by a new non-terminal, that is S dash. What's a new definition of S dash? What is left out? That is when you take I, E, T, S, what is left out here? Epsilon. Or what is, if you take I, E, T, S here, what is left out there? E, S. Or no, only that much. Then S has its own definition, that is A. E derives, B is the normal form, that doesn't has anything. So this is the grammar production you got. S derives IETS, S dash or A. S dash derives epsilon or ES. E derives B. This is the grammar production you got after doing left factoring. Now we'll see one more example. S derives 0, S1 or 0, 1. Whether leftmost common factors are there? Yes, 0 is a common factor. So you take the common factor. S derives, common factor is what? 0. Followed by a new non-terminal, that is S dash. What is S dash defines? S dash derives. What is left out after taking 0? S1, or in the second definition, 1. So this is the grammar you have got after doing the left factor. Now we'll see another grammar. Here when you see this grammar, you see, check whether it is possible to give this as the input for your top-down parser. No, why? Because left recursion is there, as well as when you see left factoring also, that is leftmost common factors also there. So if you see such a grammar, in which order you have to do the suitability of the top-down parser is, first you have to eliminate left recursion. In whatever it is, first eliminate left recursion, then do the left factoring. There is no such way that you have to do left recursion first, elimination of left recursion first and left factoring next, but it is the easy way of making the grammar suitable. So it is always better to do elimination of left recursion first, then the left factoring. So left recursion is there here. So this part, this is the alpha, and two beta parts are there. This is beta 1 and this is beta 2. So eliminating left recursion, you will get S derives beta, that is AB S dash or AC S dash. What is S dash? S dash derives alpha, that is A S dash or epsilon. So this is the grammar production you have got after eliminating the left recursion. I hope you have understood till here. Now we have to check whether leftmost common factors are there. So yes, leftmost common factors are there. Now we are going to left factor the grammar. Do left factoring. What we will get? Common factors you are going to take. Yes, derives, what are the common factor there? A, followed by a new non-terminal. So I am going to use S double dash as a new non-terminal. So what is S double dash defines? S double dash defines, when you take this A out here, you will get B S dash. The second A if you take, you will get C S dash. And what is S dash? S dash means it is A S dash or epsilon. So this is the final grammar you have got to make the grammar suitable for your top-down parser.